Agricultural news from agview.net. The Environmental Protection Agency must reconsider its small refiner exemptions following a recent court decision. A document dated January 24th from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 10th Circuit says the EPA overstepped its authority to grant three specific waivers in question. That decision expected to broadly impact the EPA approach to granting waivers. That, according to the Renewable Fuels Association, they claim the waivers are unlawful. The court ruling stems from a May 28 challenge brought against EPA by the Renewable Fuels Association, the National Corn Growers, the American Coalition for Ethanol, and the National Farmers Union. Well, NFU President Roger Johnson said that they believe the ruling will help restore the ability of the RFS to drive demand. Among other findings, the court says EPA cannot extend exemptions to any small refiners whose earlier temporary exemptions had lapsed. The court also found EPA abused its discretion in failing to explain how the agency could conclude that a small refiner might suffer a disproportionate economic hardship. Well, pork and red meat production hit a monthly record in December. The USDA says pork production totaled 2.44 billion pounds. That's a 9% jump over December of the previous year. Slaughter also higher, up 9% to 11.4 million head. The average live weight gaining was up to 2 pounds, 288 pounds, and beef production totaled 4.72 billion pounds, a jump of 8% over 2018. Slaughter increased up to 2.75 million head. That's 7% higher than December of 2018. Now, the 5-pound gain for the average live weight, 1,373 pounds. December red meat production totaled 4.72 billion pounds, 8% higher than the previous year. Unofficially, red meat production for 2019, 54.5 billion pounds. That's 3% higher than 2018. USDA's official red meat production number for 2019 will come out in April. Now, December's dairy cow slaughter, 265,400 head. That's a jump of 9.3 million head from November and 4.2 million more than the previous December. The unofficial total for 2019, 3.22 million head, 71,000 head increase above 2018. And Britain's effort to leave the European Union is now taking place. Today, Brexit, the long and contentious battle, is over. European Union leaders formally ratified it, and the UK now expected to begin trade negotiations with the EU as well as the United States very soon. Brexit could be very good news for American farmers. That's only if the UK doesn't keep those restrictive EU-based ag policies in place that limits trade. Greg Dowd, the chief trade negotiator for the Office of U.S. Trade Representative, says a new trade pact with Britain is one of the utmost important to him. He said in his mind it's a legitimate top 10 market for U.S. agriculture. Now, on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum in Switzerland, U.S. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross sounded optimistic that a deal would get done. Stay tuned. We'll have more coming up.